Hi, this is Lee Campbell. I'd first like to thank you for agreeing to volunteer for the registration desk. On Sunday and Monday, it's a little bit intense, but it's fun, and it really helps us out that you're doing this for us. So I'd like to show you a couple of the interfaces that you're going to be working with, just to give you a little bit of a head start on that. You'll be trained at the meeting by the volunteer manager. And if this video leaves you with any questions, you'll be able to bring them up there and she'll answer any questions you have. So the registration desk area and the volunteer room are in the west building of the two buildings. There's a east and a west, and it's on level 1, which is slightly above street level. And the registration is in the far back of the building facing the water in ballroom D. And you'll be in that room. There are going to be 21 tables, each with 2 people and 1 printer. We're going to provide you an Android phone that you will use to scan the barcodes that are in the registration receipts that were emailed out to all the paid registrants. The phone that we provide you will print on any of the printers. And so you have to scan a little QR code on the printer that you're closest to set that printer to be the one that you print on. For a desktop computer like what I'm on now, I have to just set it manually. So let's assume I'm at printer 11. There are going to be more than 21 printers, and not all of them will be in the rooms, but scanning the printer is the easiest way. Okay, now once you've done that, we're going to have some volunteers managing the flow of people, but we'll have a queue of about 3 people in front of the table that you're working at. And if any of those 3 people have their barcode out and ready, then you may invite them up to be scanned. It should be pretty rare that someone does not have their barcode, and I'll speak to that in a minute. The most common form of the barcode is the registration receipt. It looks like this, and the barcode is on the left-hand side, and so when you wave the phone over that barcode, it will bring up automatically that user, and that will look like this. And if that barcode has been stripped out of the email looks like this. And then that PDF is an attachment on the bottom of that thing. So you can scan this barcode, which is in the email itself, or the barcode that's in the attachment, either one. If the barcode is missing, sometimes Gmail will remove the barcode from the email, but it leaves behind this number. You may type that number in over here. I think that number is 55204. And then when I submit that, it just pulls me right back up. So that's how you could pull them up if their barcode were damaged or unscannable. Just use that. That is the registration ID. Now, there are a couple of other barcodes that you might see. One of them is the barcode on the bottom of the invitation letter. That will not work. And the other one is the Whova barcode, which Whova occasionally sends out an email saying, take the Whova barcode in to check into your meeting, but that doesn't work either. It's got to be this registration receipt. Okay. When you scan that barcode, it automatically prints the badge out on the printer that is described here. And the badge looks like this. And just briefly, I'll run you over the badge in case somebody has questions about it. This is the pronoun, which can be set in the profile. There's a thing when you edit your profile to choose a gender. You may also see press here. If someone is from the press, it will have a double underlined press there as well. We have a new logo this year, and I think we're going to sort of soft announce it at the meeting and then adopt it right after the meeting, but we're going to go ahead and use it on the badge this year. And this barcode is, it represents your contact information. The barcode itself has your email in it, but when you scan that, well, when you scan someone else's, it puts their contact information into your profile so that you can contact them later. It keeps a list of people that you've scanned, and when you need to be logged in to the website in order to use this. This is mainly used by sponsors for contact scanning or lead scanning, but ordinary delegates can use this too to if you see someone that's got a really interesting paper and you want to talk to them after the meeting, you can scan that. There will be on a real badge, optionally, one of 3 logos across the bottom of the badge in this area here. The first logo signals that the person is registered for tutorials, and this badge doesn't represent what you see over on the right because I am registered for tutorials, conference, and workshops, but the icons are missing. The icon here is a hockey player. The one in the middle representing conference sessions is a water taxi airplane. And the one representing workshops is a geodesic dome looking building. There may be a student icon in the lower left that looks like this. Going back to this, when you see this, that means it's a student registration and you should ask for a student ID. There are a couple of people that had funny names in their registration, and excuse me, and those people may cause your phone to pop up a warning dialog. If you see that, inspect their ID a little bit closer than normal and make sure that the name matches the one that is indicated in the pop-up. And if you do see a name conflict, or if you have any issue with any registration, somebody, for example, cannot find their receipt, or they're not registered and they thought they were, or the name doesn't line up with the ID or anything like that, you need to send them down to someone who has a little bit of extra privilege in the database to fix whatever issue is wrong with their registration. And here's a list of those people. Some names you may recognize from previous years, but these are probably going to be the desks that are closest to the exit, but the volunteer trainer that you'll meet with right before the registration will clarify where we are and who to go to if there is an issue. Okay. When someone has a payment issue, let's imagine someone registered, paid, and then went back in and did something funny that caused a refund to be due or for them to owe us money, then you might see something pop up like this. It'll say registrations with payment issues are marked in red, and then anyone that has the problem will pop up in red and say, let's say this is the person that you're trying to check in. This person has canceled their registration, and this would be one where you need to send them down to the one of these people to have the registration looked at and resolved. And what I did up here is interesting. So if somebody doesn't have their receipt, you're probably not going to end up checking them in. There's going to be one lane where if someone doesn't have a barcode to scan, we send everybody to this one slow lane. And you may look people up here, either by first name or last name, but the best thing is the email address. You only have to type it up to the @ symbol. So anything with an @ character in it is treated like an email search. So this person would come up just with that. When I did Lee @ my name is so common, I pick up many different people, and you have to pick one before you move on. I believe that's about everything you need to know. If there's any further question, bring it up during the official training right before we open the registration desk. And thanks again for your help. We really appreciate it.